Happy New Year to you all. We hope you had a great break over Christmas. We'll start by talking about the prime property market, the top 25% of sales. Figures reported up to the end of October 2022 show that the 10 regions across England and Wales recorded growth higher than the average. The average rate stands at 8.4%, which is 2.7% increase on the market as a whole. Nationally, house price growth has slowed over the last 12 months, but as the prime property market shows, there are opportunities for growth where buyers have more equity and are less reliant on mortgage finance. Worcestershire enjoyed growth of 7.3% in average values versus the West Midlands regional figure of 5.1%. I might be biased, but I'm sure you'll agree the quality of life and amenities available to residents underpin the healthy demand in the local market. When you can work where you like, you live where you like. And Worcestershire, with its fantastic connections, allows easy travel around the country, but also offers the space and facilities every modern family requires. The latest land registry stats are up to the end of September 2022. We've commented before, it's like looking in the rearview mirror with the info, but we're always happy to answer any questions you have about the here and now. Transactions are expectedly lower than we saw when the stamp duty incentives were in place. There were 3,595 sales in Worcestershire, which is 38% lower in total. 1,629 sales were in Worcester, 543 in Malvern and 397 in Droitwich. The average sales price of properties remains highest in Malvern at 298,400, which is 9% up. In Droitwich the average is up just £100 on what we reported last month, now at 278,600, which is up 4%. And in Worcester, where 45.3% of all the sales took place, the average sales price has increased by 7% over the last 12 months, and it now sits at 244,700. If you look at the 5-year picture on house prices, then Worcester is up 24%, Droitwich up 18% and Malvern's up 26%. Most of us see purchasing as a long-term decision, and those percentages show the benefits of owning a property. The base rate has risen again and is now at 3.5%. It's the highest rate we've seen in 14 years. US dollar and Eurozone rates have also risen. We expect it will probably peak around 3.75%, with some analysts reporting a more negative view of a peak at 4.5% before falling back to 3%. The rate of inflation slowed slightly in the year to November. It was at 10.7% from 11.1% in October. We're all experiencing, however, the cost of living remaining high. The UK economy shrank by 0.3% in the 3 months to October, slowing across all three main sectors: production, construction and services. The UK economy is set to shrink by 1.4% in 23, but is expected to grow from mid-2024 to 2027. Lettings figures are still fluctuating in Worcestershire, with a 7% increase on average. In Droitwich, the average rent is actually 9% below Worcestershire average at £734. Worcester average is £806. The Worcester average is £793. And in Malvern, you're looking at £886 per calendar month on average. Nationally, at 4%, UK rental price growth into the year of November has increased for the 15th month in succession. The ONX index is based on both tenancy renewals and new tenancies. Demand is set to outpace supply in the rental market for the foreseeable future, as mortgage pressures impact the number of renters able to move into owning their own. If you have funds available and wonder where to invest, then buying in Q1 or Q2 would be my advice. JLL predict that rental values will grow by 15.9% in 4 years to 2027, with higher growth in 23 to 24, but then less between 25 to 27, as inflation is brought under control. With house price appreciation and also rising rental values over the next 5 years, your money is still safe in bricks and mortar. All the national indices report annual price growth is softening, with price readjustments expected over the course of 2023, which strongly recommend you think hard before opting for the highest valuation. I've seen people chase down the market after pitching it too high, and they often lose out. We have to remember that prices have risen at a pace never seen before since the market reopened in 2020. The average price rose by 23% according to the Office of National Statistics. The asking price of newly marketed property actually fell in November. Rightmove reported it fell by 2.1% as sellers are adjusting their expectations to adapt to a less frenetic market. Over 107,000 completions took place in November though, which is the busiest November since 2007 if you exclude 2021. Sales volumes between September up to November were actually 3.3% up on the previous 3 months as well. I'd like to take this time to thank my staff for their hard work during 2022. The market pivoted and required the right attitude to deliver advice and guidance when there were so many mixed messages. We handled over £205 million worth of properties for our clients, close to £154 million worth completed, and a further £51 million worth is currently going through in our pipeline. We were appointed to act on behalf of 529 vendors in total. We donated over £34,000 between our community fund and our sponsorship. Our lettings team moved in 124 tenants, and using Gavel, our live stream technology, it allowed them to just take 2 viewings to agree each of those lets. This means less upheaval for existing tenants and a much better experience for the landlords out there. We received 185 Google 5-star reviews, which took our total to over 750 across the company. Our marketing team have also delivered some epic numbers. Our Facebook page was viewed 1.1 million times and 739,000 people saw our posts. We'll be spending a lot of time ensuring that we know everything happening in our local market to provide you with the very best advice. With everything that we do, I don't feel there's a better agent placed to assist you in your property journey in 2023. So if we can help in any way, please get in touch with me or the team.